everyone, this is Maggie, and welcome to another YouTube video. I know, we're back to basics. Oh my god, finally. I'm gonna be honest with you, been a little hard drawing on my sketchbook lately, you will figure out soon why. But yes, it is me, I am back, I return with video. Okay, so, if you're not part of Europe and the UK, you probably haven't heard about this, but today, at the time of recording this video, which is the 12th of August, we are going to have a solar eclipse. The moon is going to pass in front of the sun and obscure it almost completely. It has been a pain finding like solar eclipse glasses anywhere, but I got them anyways. So we're gonna watch the eclipse today. It's around, I think it starts around 6. It's like 4 right now, so I'm gonna have to kind of speed through this, but we're gonna have fun anyways. Since I was thinking about the whole eclipse thing, I kind of started thinking about like, oh, where have I seen like eclipses in media that I like? Because, you know, gotta find inspiration somewhere. I kind of started going down memory lane, and I remembered one of my favorite villains, like ever, when I was younger, was Nightmare Moon from My Little Pony. Yes, I was a baby. I watched My Little Pony. Nightmare Moon was one of my favorites alongside Chrysalis and Discord. But you know, we're having a solar eclipse today, so I thought it would be pertinent to draw Nightmare Moon. I've been thinking about drawing her for a while now. She's one of my favorite characters ever. Her design slaps so incredibly hard. It's so pretty. But regardless, we're here. Let's get on with it. I'm sure you're wondering about the sketchbook. This has been a pain to go through, not gonna lie. I've been feeling really restricted by the sketchbook format lately, and I think I'm gonna have to change that moving forward. I might honestly get like a larger sketchbook now that I think about it. Regardless, we're almost done. We're pretty close, so let's get on with it. So yeah, like I mentioned before, this is gonna be a bit of an old school video. I'm gonna kind of just give you the introduction, and then we're gonna move to speed paint with a voiceover, and then we should wrap everything up. Also, if I manage to, I'm gonna put in like footage of the actual eclipse here, which I think would be really cool. One of the glasses that I got is especially a phone filter that you can put in front of your phone's camera to capture the eclipse, which I think is really good. I'm gonna do it, or at least I'm gonna try to do it. Regardless, let's just jump right into it. Hello everyone, voiceover Maggie here, and welcome to the speed paint part of the video. I haven't formatted something like this in a while, but hopefully it goes well. We're gonna kind of go back to basics with how I used to structure my videos. First, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the drawing itself, and then we shall move on to just a little bit of rambling, you know, the usual. So, for this drawing, I kind of wanted to do something big on my sketchbook to kind of celebrate, you know, the eclipse, the whole reason why we're here right now. And I've been wanting to draw Nightmare Moon for a very long time. I just really miss drawing ponies. I mean, they're so cute. Just look at them. They're so pretty. So I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do Nightmare Moon kind of standing in front of like the eclipsed sun. I think it would be really cool because that's like the whole ritual that Luna has to do for Nightmare Moon to come out. It's a whole thing if you've watched the series. So I kind of started with a very basic graphite pencil sketch. I had a reference picture on the side because, again, I was a little rusty on like the proportions of the characters. You're gonna see me struggle a little bit with the shape of the face and the torso specifically, but I think it's solid, came out solid still. After that, I did the line art with a bunch of ballpoint pens that I had at home. I knew that I wanted to do her body with alcohol markers, and then I wanted to do her mane with my watercolors. So I kind of knew that, you know, if I use ballpoint pens for the line art, then maybe the alcohol markers would kind of bleed and pick up some of the pigments, so I had to be pretty smart about it. For her armor, I used this kind of light blue, which matched the color of like her headpiece, her chest piece, her hoof cover thingies. For her body, I used a very dark blue because I knew that her body was mostly black, but I was going to do some dark blue highlights to give some of it more dimension. And then for her eyes, I used purple because I know she has beautiful purple eyeshadow and eyelashes. She's just such a diva. I love her. For her mane, I did sketch out how I wanted the vase shape of it to look, but I did leave kind of lining the actual shape of of it with watercolor pencils. These are DJeco watercolor pencils, that is DJECO. I think they are a smaller brand, maybe they're a little bit more local or like Europe exclusive, I'm not sure, but they are the best watercolor pencils that I've ever had in my whole life. I love them. They are super pigmented and they spread like wildfire. I love them. They're very good. So I did that. I tried to line everything in purple, give it some maybe thicker line art because I knew I was going to be blending it later on. And then I just grabbed my regular kind of dollar store watercolors to fill in the blue of her actual mane and to blend it with the purple of the line art. Then we went on to paint her actual body. I was going to start with the black of her actual body, but then I kind of caught myself because usually when I paint stuff with alcohol markers, I usually start with the lighter colors first and then move on to the dark ones, which a little bit of a backwards work sometimes, but I wanted to do that since I was really scared that as I was painting her armor, I would accidentally pick some of the black and bring it onto her armor and it would bleed everywhere and it would be just a mess to fix later. So I started with her armor first. I kind of went in with just 2 shades of blue and a little shade of lilac to give it some shiny, reflective material feeling. Then I actually went on to color in her cutie mark. I went on to color the little symbol on her chest piece. And then I moved on to actually coloring the black of her body. I left some spaces open because I knew I wanted her to have some dark blue highlights. Once that was all done, we moved on to her eyes. I know she has like this really pretty blue-green gradient on her eyes. And again, the purple eyeshadow, she's such a diva. So I kind of left that for last because I knew it was going to be maybe a more detailed look, a gradient that I had to build. So I left that for last. I think it turned out really cool. I love how she looks so far. For the background, I was lost for a little bit. You're gonna see at the end of the video that I actually covered up the background that I did in this speed paint. My idea was to obviously the circle behind her I wanted to paint black because it's the moon covering the sun. But if you've ever seen like a solar eclipse where something like that happens, usually there's an orange rim around the eclipse because that's the sun shining through behind the moon. I wanted to do something like that, but as I was rendering it, I really hated how it looked. But thank goodness, RTX markers to the rescue. I managed to just paint over everything in a very nice shade of blue, and you won't see any of that orange mess in the last bits of the speed paint. But yeah, that's pretty much the process behind the piece itself. I'm super happy with how it looks. I later on ended up going in with just a little extra gel pens because I wanted to give her some extra detail. I kind of fixed some of like the white borders around her. I underlined some parts of her body, like her hind legs, anything that was like further back from our point of view as like the viewer, just to give it some dimension. And then I went on with the same white gel pen. I kind of went in and added more stars to her mane as well. She had a bunch of like different little stars on her mane, so it looks like the night sky, stuff like that. And then I finished it off by remembering that I do have glittery gel pens. I was a little bit sad that since I painted her for black, the eyelashes did not come through as much as I would like them to, so I kind of went in with like this gel pen with glitter and I lined the eyelashes again, and she looks stunning. I love her. Oh my god, it's so pretty. But yeah, that's pretty much just the whole process of the speed paint. At the time of recording this, which is the 12th of August, there was a total solar eclipse in Europe. We didn't get to see exactly everything from where I live, but I did get some really cool pictures. I'm gonna put them up on screen now so you can see them. Yeah, that's a solar eclipse. I think the last time it was visible from where I live was like 100 years ago or something, so you know, once in a lifetime type of thing. I really wanted to go see it. It was a mess getting like solar eclipse glasses because I really wanted to look at this, but they were sold out everywhere. It was a quest and a half. Thankfully, we did get them. We also got like filters for our cameras so that if we want to take pictures of the solar eclipse, which I did, we can do that safely without damaging our lenses. Again, kids, please don't look at the sun directly. correctly, even during a solar eclipse, it's not good for your eyes, I promise. So yeah, like, as I was thinking about what to draw for this week's video, I just remembered, okay, well, there's a solar eclipse going on, maybe I can do something fun with it. And then I remembered Nightmare Moon, because that's her whole deal. She appears with like a solar eclipse or something. Whatever. Really cool. I love her so much. I have been wanting to draw My Little Pony characters again because I used to do it a lot when I was like really younger. The state of the fandom kind of pushed me away from it. I wasn't online a lot, but as I grew older, I lost interest in it, and I saw the state of the fandom online, so I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna get into FNAF, probably. But I really want to draw some of these guys again. Some of my favorite designs of all time are from My Little Pony. Two of them are Nightmare Moon and Queen Chrysalis. I want to draw Queen Chrysalis so bad, oh my god, she was such a baddie. I saw recently that she got like her own little anime girl figurine. Oh my god, look at her, look at her, look at her. Holy shit, oh my god, she's beautiful. She's beauty, she's great, she will kick me in the face. Anyways, this is a kid's show, I'm not gonna be too hyped about it, but you know, beautiful. I really love these characters, they're so cool. Another villain I really liked, obviously, was Discord. I think everyone likes Discord to some extent. I was a major Fluttercord shipper. I ship them. I still do, to this day. I see Fluttercord on my timeline, and I feel blessed. We were robbed. They were this close to being canon. They are canon to me, I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna leave it to Maggie of the present, whatever, to finish the speed paint, and I will see you in a minute. Bye-bye! And I think we are finally finished! Oh my god, hold on. She looks so pretty. She looks as pretty as I remembered her. I kind of lost a little bit of steam as I was doing this, because if you look back at the recording, I actually colored in the background orange because I wanted to do like the rim of the sun behind the moon. It did not work out. I did not like how it looked, so godsend, RTX pens came in clutch, and I painted everything with this really pretty blue. And it looks wonderful. It looks just fine. I love it. There's no leakage or anything. It looks great. And to compensate, I grabbed one of my metallic pens and I did this like silver lining around the moon, which actually I think looks a lot better, honestly. At the time of recording this, it is currently 6:17 p.m. The solar eclipse starts in like 15 minutes and I still have to shower and go outside. Straight in the nick of time, we got her. I honestly might come back after the solar eclipse and like watching it and getting some footage to do some extra details that I'm noticing I want to do again. If I do them, you will see them probably here or at the end of the video. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah, YouTube words. If you would like to see some of my art on this sketchbook, maybe digitally, these are the social medias where I'm on right now, but if you would like, I will leave my card in the description so you can see every social media that I have under the sun. If you would like to see maybe some personal projects of mine, OC stuff and stuff like that, you can visit my website. My website is where I store all my characters, my stories, plot lines that I make, because I like to write a lot and make characters. So if you fancy that, a link in the description, go check it out. And if you would like to see sneak peeks at upcoming videos, maybe check in what I'm doing, maybe behind the scenes looks, you can join our Discord server. We stream twice a week, every Friday and Saturday. We draw, we play games, we watch movies, and yeah, if you fancy that, you're pretty much welcome to join. Link in the description. And that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!